In Johannesburg, migrants and everyday folk convene to work and create a better life for themselves, their families, and so we can become better citizens in our country. From the young lady sitting in the 9 to 5 office to the dirty brother walking around the city recycling goods, we all converge in this concrete jungle to become better than what we are.
I get up early, 3 o'clock in the morning. I went to Linden. I go and take some bottles, cardboards, plastics.
We recycling, we make it, properly. We bring here in fitters. We've got, there's bottle store over there, I said, they've got scraper there at the back there. Then, you must bring, some stuff, if you've got, some really things, to do, and properly things like over there, we can see, how we were selling, you see.
African teachings tell us that it takes a village to raise a child, thus meaning that in order for a person to fully thrive and become the very best of themselves, that person must exist in some sort of community and be able to share thoughts and ideas with like-minded people.
Workshop yami ngenza izinto ezihlukene namavura ngiwathengisa ngiphila ngestil mina kahle.
However, capitalism teaches us that the world we live in operates on an each man for themselves theory, wherein each one seeks to work towards their own development instead of shared development. The Johannesburg landscape is filled with many skyscrapers wherein citizens live and work. The ground, however, lives a group of people who, even though they give the city its greatest service, they are also discriminated against and treated like misfits who don't belong. Even though their profession is considered to be totally informal, these men and women work for long hours to ensure that the City of Lights is cleaner and brighter. They deal with angry motorists, stigma, and a lack of support from the very people they clean after. Every day, people in Johannesburg complain about these dirty boys and their drug addict aesthetic, and none takes the time to offer gratitude to them for ensuring that the city is cleaner and that our careless disregard for the environment has become their mess to clean up. This project seeks to legitimize the struggle of the average recycler by creating a space for them in the Johannesburg CBD where they can exist, share ideas, feel safe, and more importantly, a safe space wherein they can interact with artists, parents, and school children in order to remove existing stigma around them. I would like to create an environment where different people from different walks of life with different vocations can begin to see beyond their differences and embrace their similarities. In this space, recyclers and everyday people can engage on how their different vocations can converge to empower each person and ultimately achieve an inclusive society where everyone has an equal chance at attaining economic freedom. My design project is oriented around generating a sound society. I think it is vital for our country to support small-scale business because when we attained a democracy, the promises that were made were centered around developing the lives of the people known as previously disadvantaged, and thus it is these people who require the most assistance when it comes to developing their own initiatives and small businesses. Trolley pushers have been the main target for my site design studies for this project entirely, the ones wearing balaclavas while pushing blue sack trolleys. These men and women often look tired and frustrated, and it is my belief that the system should be rushing to empower them because they are the ones who are robbed mostly by it. We speak every day of an inclusive economic system where all can be active participants, yet we designate a large scale of the economy to those who already enjoy the privileges and we abandon those who need it the most. Thus, with this project, I seek to empower the least of our people because I believe the emancipation of one person in grassroots communities is the inevitable change of the entire community. An inclusive system is one that allows its citizens to live holistically, and it does this by empowering them with all the knowledge they need to thrive. In our current education system, we're all expected to conform to one standard, and this makes it difficult for people who are gifted in other avenues to develop their gifts and subsequently themselves. Many artists are considered to be misfits because art is seen as an illegitimate career path. This makes it a very depressing vocation, and many gifted artists are unable to offer a full variety of themselves in their work because of these frustrations, and the same is the reality for trolley pushers as well. My intention is to create a socially cohesive space where all people, regardless of educational background, physical attributes, and career choice, can be themselves unapologetically while coexisting with other people, a space where our similarities as a people surpass our differences.